Welcome to my channel. Naimbangal daw yu amin, Apu. Hello from Zone 5 here in Wisconsin. Coming out of winter, this is how my garden looks like. It looks dull and lifeless, but it's that time of year to start going out there to check on the plants and do some cleanup. Let me first show you around. This is my strawberry Sunday hydrangea. Nagpintas si Sabong na last year. So, iprune ko isuna in the next few days. And hopefully it will perform better this year. This is my flower bed, and I planted some perennials last year. Everything looks dead, but soon they'll be coming out of dormancy. Let's go check if it's showing some signs of life. Ala, tas siripon tayo kanuman. Dagito'y mula tayo. This is Sedum Autumn Joy, and I see some growth coming out. Plant right here is my perennial salvia, and I can see it's starting to wake up. I see green in there. So a lot of pruning to be done here to make it look cleaner and make room for the new growth. This is my viola, and you can see it has produced fresh foliage. Moving on to my other flower bed. This is my dwarf Alberta spruce. Pintasin niya. Imulak mo tla di last year dito'y pot nga daytoy. And the pillars I use is Petunia, which are annual, so I have to plant them again this year. This is salvia I planted next to my mini waterfall. I can see a bud in there, so yeah, it came back. This is Dianthus. It has greens inside, so I'm hopeful. Ooh, there's my chicks and hens babies. My DIY mini waterfall. And my rock plants. They're back. And those daffodils should be coming up pretty soon. Closer look at my rock plants. Pati kabiti, mula ata tapno na pinpintas hanga makit-kita dagi abot-abot na. San to prevent soil erosion mutlang. And these two trellises are for the clematis. These will be the Bee's Jubilee clematis. Let's see if it came back. Yep, there it is. It's sprouting. It only had a few flowers on its first blooms, so I'm hoping this summer it will produce more blooms. I'm so excited. And this is the Ernest Markham clematis. Yeah, I don't see anything yet. I'll check back on it in a few days. Didn't bloom last year because it wilted in the sun. Okay, Daitoy is my major wheeler honeysuckle vine. It's a big tangled mess right now. It did bloom last year on its first year and attracted hummingbirds. But it got so heavy for the trellis, so I plan on replacing it with an arbor to accommodate all the vines. And I'll be showing that in another video. And this is my reblooming lilac called Bloomerang. In this area, I have Shasta Daisy, some Salvia, Autumn Joy, phlox, roses. This is garden phlox. Looks like it's doing fine, just needs some cleaning. This is a rose that needs to be pruned. A meadow sage. And there's new growth coming out. Another phlox here. I did plant a few phlox because they attract hummingbirds and I love hummingbirds. Dagitoy mat kadwa nga roses ko nga I will be pruning sometime. And they were beautiful. So daitati linisak tata. Oh, I have three little lime hydrangeas there that at the end of the property that I planted last year for the purpose of creating a privacy hedge because they grow up to 5 feet tall and wide. Tapnumutan, da siya nga buy-buyaon di kaaruba mi naggargardena or at kapkapiji back porch. And this photo was taken last year on its first blooms after planting. This is a black-eyed Susan. I have it on both sides, and they've multiplied, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. These are daffodils. They've been coming back for 3 years now. I also have hyacinths on the other side of the house. There's another black-eyed Susan there. It needs to be trimmed off. They can become invasive, so I'm glad they're just in this area. And this is the basement window garden that I created. And I planted some shade-loving plants like these coral bells and perennial trailing plants. This is a panicle hydrangea variety. And this is a mophead hydrangea called double hot pink that I covered in the winter because it blooms on old wood. And we're still having very cold mornings and nights, so I'll keep it covered for a little bit longer. These right here are Summer Crush hydrangea. There's 3 of them and one Twist and Shout, and they are on the north side of the house because they like the shade, and they were beautiful last year. This is still the north side of the house, and I will be taking out those 2 bushes on each side to relocate my 4 LA Dreamin' hydrangea from the east side to here because they're just wilting there from late morning sun. But there will be another video. Alata, ag-gloves tayo tayo aglinis kit di. Let's start cleaning. Okay, una daytoy nga flower bed. Translation, I'll start with this one. It's early April. It's still very chilly, so I'm wearing my snow pants. O di, nalinlinis mo't basit, Iman. We can now see the fresh growth better. Nothing yet on the Arizona sun. The echinacea. New shoots from this coneflower. I don't know if you can see, but this gay feather Floristan violet has new buds right there. What else? Lavender. And this is another viola. I think I have 2 or 3 in this planter. And these are fresh shoots from the sedum Autumn Joy. And here's the shoots of the perennial salvia. They're looking much better. Making progress. Let's move on to the next flower bed. Still very windy. And this honeysuckle, I'll just stake it up for now. Get it out of the way because it will take forever to free it from the trellis. And I'll be showing that in another video. And finally, get this side of the house done. It's the next day. Oh, di makitang digay the little baby plants nga rumrumwar. Ito dyan black-eyed Susan. And the daffodils. And another black-eyed Susan. And there you have it. Our spring garden check and cleanup is done. The garden now looks well maintained and ready for the growing season. I'll be pruning my hydrangeas and roses in another video. Thank you and happy gardening!